Greetings folks and welcome back. This is HP Spectre X360 14. And this here is an extra large shirt. Now only one of those makes sense. Let's talk about it. HP Spectre X360 14 is all aluminum and weighs under 3 pounds. Its dimensions are 11.75 inches wide, 8.67 inches in depth, and 0.67 inches thin. I like the 3:2 aspect ratio as it offers more vertical space to work, and I hope this trend continues as the usual 16:9 aspect ratio is great for entertainment and gaming, but there's much more to laptop life for many people. The display options include two Full HD Plus variations at 1920 by 1280 resolution. They're both touchscreen. There's a 400 nit version and a 1000 nit version with SureView Reflect for maximum privacy within the presence of others. Both displays should come close to 100% standard RGB. This review unit, however, has the beautiful 3000 by 2000 resolution OLED touchscreen display at 400 nits with 100% P3 color. It's individually calibrated and stunning as OLED displays are. Pen support too. Apparently HP put a lot of work into this OLED display, so it's not overblown with color like many factory OLED panels. Low blue light as well. Now spec options for the Spectre include the i5 1135G7 and the i7 1165G7. Both are 4-core 8-thread, lower wattage, 10nm CPUs from Intel. You can also get 8 or 16 gigabytes of low-power DDR4 memory. All of this will have the Iris Xe graphics. For storage, there's 256 gigabyte, 512, 1 terabyte, or 2 terabyte with some sort of combination of Intel Optane memory should you desire. The Wi-Fi card uses the AX201 Wi-Fi 6, and the 66 watt-hour battery provided me with battery life around 8 hours at 50% brightness and the keyboard lighting off. The Full HD 400 nit unit should be about 50% better for battery life. The 1000 nit solution could vary as well depending on brightness. Getting through a full workday should not be an issue unless you require maximum power, then make sure you have the small 65 watt power supply on hand. If you're running low on battery and time, a 45-minute shutdown while plugged into its power supply should get you an additional 50% charge. Port selection on the left is a single USB 3, and on the right there's a micro SD card slot, two Thunderbolt 4 ports that both support charge, and the headphone mic combo port. The chassis is extremely premium from the look and the feel. The Nightfall black color option here with the copper trim is very pleasing to my eyes. The large glass Elon trackpad uses precision drivers. The click symmetry is solid but requires a firm press. I thoroughly enjoy the keyboard and I think most of you will as well. There's a separate fingerprint scanner for Windows Hello between the right Alt and left arrow key. The two-stage white LED backlighting is classy and contrasts nicely with the Nightfall black colored keys. This is the way to go in my opinion. The power button is located between the delete key and the electronic webcam shutter key. Accidental presses do not shut down or sleep the Spectre. You'll need to hold the power button down for that. Now let's check out the built-in webcam and microphone. 720p webcam and microphone located at the top of the bezel. There is an electronic shutter. If I activate this now, it will lock up OBS, but it does work as I will showcase it right now. Now, as we walk from bright lit areas to dim lit areas, you're going to get a little bit of noise on the video. The heater is running in the house. The space heater is now running only 3 feet away from me. It's not going to pick this up. Keyboard strokes. All in all, I really like the microphone solution that they have on here. It does a good job of blocking out any ambient sound without compromising my voice. And then, of course, video quality, 720p. Maybe someday we'll get full HD, but until then, this ain't too bad. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Now here's a few more key aspects that I personally liked about this laptop. In-bag detection to prevent unwanted wake during sleep. Nobody wants to be greeted to a warm laptop and/or one with a dead battery. Furthermore, standby battery life was some of the best on a Windows laptop I have seen yet. I let it rest fully charged for 1 week and it still had over 90% battery left. There's also a dedicated system control. Here you can set it to Smart Sense and forget it, leaving the Spectre to slowly adapt to you and manage thermals, fan acoustics, and performance. Or select Manual and take control yourself. After experimenting with this, I found the Spectre favors cooler skin temps and lower fan acoustics, and performance variations between each setting was fairly subtle. Most manufacturers would not spend the time creating such a nice and easy user interface for this, and it's much appreciated. Focus mode keeps the top selected window in standard focus while dimming what's behind it to save battery life and keep you focused. It works, it's slick. The quad speakers with discrete amplifier tuned by Bang & Olufsen are really good. Check this out. Now, the Spectre X360 performance is nothing that's going to change your life. It's the combination of features along with its specs that will. But the Iris Xe graphics holds its own for integrated graphics, and lowering the resolution to something like 1440 by 900, frame rate performance for light gaming can be usable depending on your title. Rocket League, for example, plays fantastic. Titles like Overwatch, however, will have stutters because the CPU is at 100% usage. This is not a gaming machine, but it shouldn't stop you from enjoying certain titles should you wish, and thermals during games were much better than I expected in the mid-70s. Thermal performance during benchmarks shows thermal throttling, and the slow to ramp up fan curve will contribute to this. Now, I think HP did right here, however, as the real-world user experience tends to prefer laptops that do not ramp up their fans while checking their email. You laptop lifers know exactly what I mean here. My only legitimate complaint about this laptop is hardware accessibility. While everything is soldered minus the SSD, removing the bottom panel after removing the two pentalobe screws is to remove the long rubber feet to expose the Phillips head screws. Doing this will likely cause damage to the rubber feet, and this is where I stopped. I was 100% going to damage these, and this is a review unit that I must be respectful with. Okay, let's say my jeweler was going to sell me a laptop, and I said, Jeremy, show me what you've got in the back room. This is what he's going to show me. This well-crafted, elegant laptop. It is just so premium and nice. It's not something that you would normally see on the showroom floor. In my eyes, it's one of a kind. And ultimately, that probably comes down to the fact that I've only been around as Bob of all trades for a few years, and I've only reviewed maybe, less than 100 laptops at this point. This thing stands out to everything else that I've ever reviewed for that level of elegance, right? That laptop that I would buy essentially from my jeweler. Whether or not that suits you, that's entirely up to you. That's what this review was all about, to show you what this thing can do, what it's about, what it looks like, all of its features. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, that's my job. That's all I'm doing here. This is a nice device. Is it nice for you? Let me know in the comments below. Links in the description for the Spectre X360 14. I'm Bob of all trades, and I hope to see you in the next video. If there's anything you would like me to review from HP, let me know in the comment section. Right now I'm working on an RTX 3070 laptop for an upcoming review. Meanwhile, check out these beauties if you like premium Ultrabooks. Take care, and thanks for watching.